Before I get into this video, if you guys are gonna make claims about me in the comments, let it be true. Or have some kind of evidence, because somebody in the comments was like, you're xenophobic because Trina is African and blah, blah, blah. And I know there's trolls out there, right? So I wasn't gonna respond. But then people started liking it and I'm like, hold on. I'm African. Are you dumb? Yo, I was like, do people not know the definition of xenophobic? How can I, an African, be xenophobic to Trina for the fact that she's African? It blows my mind. Like, these people don't know. And for the people who understand that, that's an inside joke between me and you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to where are we? Taste of Reality, child. Reviewing Love Island USA Season 3, Episode 12 or something like that. 13, 12, girl, you read the title. It's there. It's Trina and Cinco and Cash heavy. So if this throuple bothers you, this might not be the video for you. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. And before we do that, as always, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Let's go. So we're just going to start with the elimination. Since it was a cliffhanger, the villa chooses to save Jeremy and Olivia. At first, I was very annoyed because y'all know my man's is gone. I'm very upset about that. But I think it was a debate between the originals, and I think Giovanni had resolved that if it wasn't Olivia, it really couldn't be anybody else. I think, maybe. And so they thought Jeremy had the most potential in building a new connection. I still would have liked Giovanni to have the opportunity, but I guess I understand the reasoning. In terms of the girls, I wanted Olivia to go so bad, but I was kind of indifferent on any of them leaving. Yeah. So I kind of get it. Still annoyed. Jeremy is still here. Guys, we've been trying since day one, and he's still here. What are we doing wrong? Damn. After the vote, Trina and Cinco have a revelation that they've been wasting time.
We really didn't have certain conversations that need to be discussed about what would happen after the villa, you know?
That's true.
I do want to make this work.
So here's why I've been saying this relationship has no substance. And we can see it. Not no substance, but not enough. The fact that you don't even know the potential of what your relationship could be outside the villa, the fact that you don't know what his stance is on long distance, the fact that he's unable to really articulate to you that it's closed with Cash shows that there isn't vulnerability and transparency in this relationship. It's hot and heavy, which is great, fantastic. But after that, what do you do? What do you do after that? It's so frustrating watching Cinco because I understand. I completely understand. And because you've made a decision to be with somebody over somebody else, how do you then say, I made the wrong choice in their face? How do you do that? You can't do that, you know, especially with somebody like Trina, who does come with a lot of baggage. And I'm not putting this on her. She has told us this. If you watch the bonus stuff, you know, she said, I have this and this and this and this and this insecurity. And this process is making them all resurface. So being with somebody who is making you have these insecurities come up again, and also forming new insecurities in the villa, I feel like, girl, you're hitching your wagon. Y'all know I'm horrible with sayings. You're hitching your wagon to the wrong train. Y'all know what I mean, okay? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it begs the question of why put yourself in a situation that reminds you of the heartache that you've been through in the past. You know what I'm saying? I did have a plan to go chronologically through everything, but I'm just going to talk at this point. When it comes to Trina, I think the reason why it's been hard for me to sympathize with her situation is because she vocally said, I feel like I interrupted a relationship. Yes. Yes, you did. Yes, absolutely. Did Cinco play a part? Yes. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. However, there was like, they both gave each other a green light. He said it's okay because he was on the fence, and she showed the interest to get to give him those signs of like, well, if you want to try, hey, I'm here. However, for the two of them, it was more of a conquer. It's like, how do I get the girl? Because look at Trina. Trina is that girl. This girl is fine. You know what I mean? But that, I feel like that's what it boils down to, a conquer, where the other two, they actually have potential. Even after the dumping, he went to find comfort in Cash.
You deserve to be here. You're an amazing man. I'm serious. Best person I've ever met.
Appreciate you, Cash, for real.
Where was Trina? You supposed to be over there. What are you doing over here? Trina, not Trina. Frick, I'm getting confused. Cash basically corners him and asks for clarity because he says things like, I'm still trying to build with Trina, but he doesn't actually close the door with Cash. So she's trying to compare, saying, listen, you know yourself. You see how you are with her, and you saw how you were with me. You can't tell me that is what you want.
Like, you don't feel it when we're in the same room, like, even, like, across from each other, like...
I do. I just care about that girl emotions. I don't want to hurt nobody.
I feel like he's in too deep. And a lot of people are going to be annoyed by this throuple. I get it. It's very frustrating watching like a ping pong match. Like, I literally was like, oh, my head. Please make a decision. But I think now he's realizing that he should have been a little bit more analytical in making his decision rather than following his Johnson. And now potential for either relationship is tarnished, because whether you start with Trina or you start with Cash, the relationship is always going to be based on the decision between two great women. You know what I'm saying? So even if you pick Cash, it's like, oh, but I still had that thing with Trina. And even if you pick Trina, oh, but it was special with Cash. Like, he put himself in a predicament that either way that he swings, it's never really going to be a clean slate. I did like the advice that Josh gave him, and he said, who brought out the parts of you that you admired the most? Like, where you saw yourself as your best self is where you should find yourself. And I think that's really what he has to do. You know, if he truly thinks that his connection with Trina is authentically himself, then he should be there. And if he truly thinks that it was more authentic with Cash, then he should be there. Whatever decision it is, make it and stick to it, because both these girls deserve an opportunity and not to be held down by you. And he knows how much power he has, y'all. He knows how much power he has. That's why he's not making a definitive claim. He's not, because he knows the decision is up to him. Literally, who he wants to be is up to him. Speaking of Josh, him and Shannon seem to be very stable, but honestly, something in the back of my head, guys, something in the back of my head is like, I don't know. I don't know. She's talking about how if he were to turn his head, she would be shattered because they have gotten physical.
If he were to turn his head in here after me doing that with him, like...
I would feel like a betrayal beyond...
Oh my God.
No,
I would
couldn't
literally
even
feel so
imagine.
used.
Okay, my memory card ended up being full, so I have absolutely no idea where I stopped talking. But I think I was talking about Josh and Shannon. Yeah, whenever we see them, it's either talking about other people, just talking about how much they like each other, and fighting. And my thing is, this substance that they say that they have doesn't translate on camera. So I think it's hard for me to connect with them as a couple. And the same with Will and Kira. It's really hard for me to connect with them because all we see is the PDA, you know? I don't even blame this on them. They don't get to create the narrative that we get to see. But I would love for Love Island to really show us parts of that. Or even on the Laid Bear, like, show us these conversations that they have. Like, I've seen conversations between like friends. I've seen conversations of like just surface stuff, you know? I'm asking for too much because they're never going to do that. Whatever. But yeah, Casa Amor is on the way. And I'm sorry. The pictures that they posted on social media about the women did not do them justice. These women are sexy in motion. Whew, Chile. They are so beautiful. The guys, there's not a guy that really like pops out to me, but hey, it's not my bunch of people, so it's totally fine. Y'all already know if you've been here from last season. I don't remember the names of people who don't make it into the house, so there will be nicknames, and I don't need nobody telling me in the comments, girl, his name is Gary, not Guillermo. It's too many people for me to remember, okay? So just come along for the ride. Until then, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe as usual, and have a great weekend, you guys. I will not be doing the bonus stuff. I don't even think I'm gonna watch it, that's why. But if I do end up watching it like Sunday morning or something, I'll just include it in the Sunday night video. So with that, be blessed, and I'll see you on Sunday.